Okay, give me a second to get this set up. I'm gonna do this feed right now. This is our new area too, that I'm gonna be moving our formal sacral sex group over here to this area. We've been having a lot of group issues with our areas lately, so I'm going to be relocating that class into this space. So if anyone paid, they're going to have to come join this area for the weekly class content and things like that. I'm going to give it a second so I can summon my friends as usual to this feed, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the physical sexual process of energy exchange today, and I am going to talk a little bit about karma. I don't want to mix the two too bad, but they kind of go hand in hand. We have a lot going on astrologically, so I'm going to do this video and then do an energy report too. Someone in my pants. So give me a sec, I'll get started. I want to talk about the physical sexual process, because humans are kind of like computers we're learning with this ascension. And we see a lot of programming going on. I don't think most people realize they're even being programmed to view reality from a certain perception or construct. And we have a lot that goes on with this programming. Good, someone found me. I'm like, good. I was like, I need an audience. It's you, right? I need an audience. Alright, so I'm like, so a lot goes on with programming. We don't realize how we're getting programmed in such a way. A lot of television is programming, where they like to show you shit relationships everywhere and people with karmic drama and baggage to normalize it and things like that. So this kind of goes on my topic I'm going to get into on my real feed about the astrology and Saturn coming to deliver a lot of karmic energy right now. A lot of people are going to start to feel real intense, like it's a pressure cooker, because any of the energy that you've been putting out for the last 9 months is going to affect you. I hear a lot of people with relationship issues in my job, people that come to me and, they're trying to work through their ascension with people that are asleep or at a different level of understanding, in all different ways too. I know I had someone joke on my page a minute ago that I'm doing sex class over here, and what's so funny, 99% of humanity is in a love bite type of relationship right now, or has been at some point. I would say people they have fallen into that state of separateness, but they haven't achieved that oneness and coming back together with source and love at all. So it's funny that people think this is funny, right? That we might need a lot of healing when it comes to love and things like that. Alright, so there is a physical merger that occurs when we have sex. I'm going to have to back up. Each person is their own component. While we are all one, we're at different places. You can just look at it like you're colliding with yourself over and over. Many expressions of self, past and present and future, all happening simultaneously in the now. And, so you're like a little computer. You get programmed a certain way, whether your parents programmed you, your schools, the systems outside of yourself, in whatever way you were programmed to go throughout your life. And, your DNA, I always say, is like a flash drive. It's really, the blueprint of who you are in every way. It is a construct that's changeable, though, but not in the third dimension. These people are locked into that perception of who they have been told they are. Who the government tells you are, who they tell you are, who they say you are on paper, and these types of things. That is what the third dimensional avatar is. It is basically, what do you have made yourself to be based on outside opinions of you, who your parents programmed you to be, whatever job you were put into, whatever class sect you were put into, the religion you were born into, in all sorts of ways. And we're finding out that when we have this spiritual awakening, that it's almost like we go back to who we were before this life, that our real, true, authentic soul self emerges on many levels. And not everyone's at that place. So a lot of people are having these spiritual awakenings and they're waking up, but maybe their partner isn't on some level. And so I'm going to kind of go through the sexual process of what happens. If you're having sex with anyone asleep, they are siphoning your energy. Anyone asleep, I don't care. If you have not had a spiritual awakening, you have also not opened your heart chakra at all. You usually have a closed crown chakra, and the thing is that we don't usually notice when it's our partners, because you're supporting the energetic dynamics where you're living. So it doesn't matter. It is very bad for people that are awakened to be having sex with people that are asleep, because it's going to deplete your power, your life force energy, and you're only going to be half as powerful if you were not in these type of relationships. There's always been a big draw to the light workers as well. I see that now anyway, not even with relationship. There's always been a draw that we are very magnetic in the light that we hold, and it doesn't go unnoticed when we're lit up and emulating this source energy on every level. This Saturn energy is going to make any karmic dramas just kind of explode even furtherly. It's going to really, show you the dynamics that are imprisoning you and enslaving you in your life on so many levels. And this isn't the government enslaving us. The government only serves to serve people their karma or recourse in actions and things like that. It's usually the souls around us. It's usually your friends, your relationships, the people around you that you have become attachments that you need to liberate from. And, the reason why there's such a pull or a call for light workers to come to this planet is because there's such a karmic entanglement of souls going on here. And it's just keeping people set on this, predestined destiny, and, ensuring that these souls on this planet are just coming back with the same karmic situations, with the same partners over and over again on a loop, unable to achieve that liberation on deeper levels. Alright, when we have sex, there's the physical energy exchange. It is a merger of chakras. So we kind of are figuring out that there are chakras in the body. These are energy gateways. They are very powerful and important to our ascension process and, keeping our body operating smoothly. So if you are to have sex with someone with blocked chakras, congratulations, you just took on their blocked chakras. I hear a lot of people in karmic relationships where they're complaining about the narcissist and how low vibe they are and draining they are. Well, congratulations. If you're having sex with someone low vibe and draining, you have become that person as well. It is a permanent merger of energy, though. Your energy will never go back to how it was previously when you've had sex with someone. So I know that with our programming, they teach us, I know especially in America, that you can go have one night stands and have sex with people and it's cool. You don't even have to call them back, right? Real casual sex programming going on, but that is not the case. So a lot of people are not, psychically aware or energetically aware on any level. I'm noticing that around here too, with even these light workers that, are supposed to be really awake, that people really have to do some more third eye work, I'm figuring out around here. So I'm like, okay, so most people are not psychically aware of the energy that they're taking into their bodies, the energy that they're even putting out. And, part of my channeling I put up today was like, there's no excuse for you not becoming consciously aware of the energy that you're putting out once you become awake. So I know people can be like, oh, I didn't know I was putting out bad energy. It doesn't matter. So you are becoming the people that you're having sex with on every level. You probably want to make sure you're not sleeping with people with energy that you wouldn't want to, have on some level. There's a lot of sex going on in the third dimension, more than the higher dimensions. There's a lot of relationships. You might have been through like a few relationships on your path on here. That is because, it is a polarizing and a merging of and balancing of energies going on. Alright, so you have sex, this physical exchange. You permanently are merging both of your energies together to create a new one. If you are at a higher frequency than your partner, they are always going to be lowering your frequency and bringing you down on some level. I don't care. Like, I just got out of a really toxic kind of relationship. It got more toxic when I left, too. And I'm very aware. I figure I was only in that situation because I'm adept with this type of stuff. And it doesn't matter how much inner work that you're doing. If you are with someone who is not willing to do the inner work on the ascension process, it is always going to pull you down to a lower level. I'm really good, like it doesn't matter, and I can just usually sustain my vibration and continue to elevate. But it definitely will affect your ascension path, and most people aren't able to do that. I'm doing ascension like 24/7. Most people are not. So most people are not aware of this. So if you have a partner with